Hello, brothers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Art. Here we think, reflect, and meditate on topics we consider important, such as the capacity for violence. No magical thinking, no woo-woo stuff. We live in a real world and connection to reality is essential for man. If you are new here, stop the video and read the description first. Now let's begin. Man creates his own demons by being weak. There are two distinct problems men face in regards to violence that are very much alike but still represent two different kinds of men. The first one is the inability to be violent. The second is the inability to control your violence. Let's discuss both. Every man has the ability to be violent because of testosterone. Thus, the inability to be violent here is purely psychological and is a learned behavior, a habit of avoiding violence in resolving conflicts between males. It comes from single-parent household, which tends to overprotect boys. Comes from schools that tend to shame boys for using physical violence to resolve male disputes. Also comes from weak men households that have bad father figures with an ability to be violent. There's bad, but also good news about that. The bad news is that the issue of an ability to be violent is being passed from generation to generation without being challenged, mostly. The good news is that since it's a purely psychological problem and a habit, it can be changed if a person is interested in this change. Should you be interested in this? Do you want not to have mood swings, anxiety, and depressive episodes? Do you want to stop feeling guilty and ashamed all the time? Do you want to be able to look people in their eyes and not be afraid of being beaten to death? This is up to you. The second problem is the inability to control violence, and it is quite fascinating that the causes for it are exactly opposite to the first problem. Single-parent household, which tend to neglect boys' education. Households with low socioeconomic status in criminal neighborhoods. Households with a father that is unable to control violent behavior. It is still a psychological problem, a habit, and a learned behavior. It is interesting that you don't even have to be physically strong to be unnecessarily violent. Can you learn to control your burst of anger and violence? Yes, you can. Do you want to have a good time with your friends without unnecessary arguments? Do you want to listen to the opinion of others and not be triggered every 5 seconds? This is up to you. Thus, we have two extremes of one entity: inability to use violence and inability not to use it. It's the switch that some people are just unable to turn on and others to turn off. The first doomed to cuckoldry, the second doomed to prison term. We will check what to do with both these issues in the next video. Think about your self-esteem and the need to have an ability to be violent and the ability to control violence. Do you really need both? What's in it for you personally? What pros and cons? Reflect and meditate. Open your eyes. Return your breath to normal. Stand up. Put your like on this video. Write a comment on your thoughts or insights. Then go take a cold shower and do the work. We'll meet again.